Hello, my name is Pastor Rachel McIver-Morey at Northfield United Methodist Church, and this video introduces the book of Galatians for those who are going through the project of reading the Bible in a year. Howdy, everybody. This video introduces you specifically to Paul, who is the writer for most of the New Testament and the author of the letter to the Galatians. There is not a scholarly consensus about the date of this letter, big surprise, but many believe it was written around 55 CE to churches that were located in Asia Minor, which is modern-day Turkey, populated by ethnic Celts, which turns into Galatians once you run it through the Greek and the Latin. Language is fun. This letter is a response to a problem, as with a number of Paul's what we call undisputed letters. The presenting issue is that after Paul helped plant and form these new churches and these communities, other Christian teachers came through with a much stronger emphasis on the need to follow Jewish law if you were going to follow a Jewish Messiah. Therefore, a number of preachers came through saying that in order to follow a Jewish Messiah, you needed to be circumcised, which you can probably see would present a significant issue to adult Gentile converts. So this is really to point to two things that it's important for us to keep in mind. Number one, there were many different teachers and leaders moving around the Roman Empire in the time of Jesus and after, and the ones who came after had all sorts of opinions about who Jesus was, what he was about, the divinity of Jesus, what resurrection meant, and this was true for the first 3 centuries after the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus. There was a huge diversity of understandings of what he was and what he was about and what he wasn't about. The Orthodox Christianity that came to be articulated after Emperor Constantine legalized Christianity in the 4th century flattened out or flat out rejected many sort of different understandings or different expressions of Christianity. But early Christianity was at least as diverse in its understandings as our current context, at least as diverse. So that's the first thing that's important to keep in mind. The second thing is that every letter has an occasion that it's being written for, and we are tardy eavesdroppers to that occasion. So I promise you that the Galatians had no idea that you and I would be talking about Paul's response to their letter in our time. And Paul was writing to them, and not to us. We have to really deeply and seriously engage with the text as it's given to us and on its own terms before we can start really parsing what it might offer to us in our time. So, as with always, we have 3 questions to help guide you in your reading. Number 1 is to consider what it is that, where is God in what I am reading? The second one is to think about language and ideas that are challenging to you and why. And the third is to think about what's going on in your life or in our world and how it might connect with the text. So, as with always, happy reading. We'll see you next time.